one of the things that surprises people when they arrive in Silicon Valley, they say, gee, I was, destined to come here, I'm really smart, and then you discover everybody's smart.
Right.
Being smart is a commodity in Silicon Valley.
Yeah.
And then you say, well, I've got great ideas, and then you discover there are a lot of great ideas in Silicon Valley. So it seems to me that investors like to invest in people.
Yeah.
And how do you think about that in terms of particularly people who probably are never going to start a company in Silicon Valley, but may want to start a company in some other part of the world where there aren't clear role models locally?
Right.
How do they attract the right kind of people on their team, and how do they convince potential investors to invest in them, the people, not just the ideas?
Well, again, a very searching question, a good one. The reality is, a good thing is that people do invest in people, whether it's in Silicon Valley or whether it's anywhere else in the globe. So, so you have to recognize that's a central tenet. And most people have a business plan because that's what the VCs or private equity or investors ask for. And then it never works out that way. And it's how you respond to the changing environment that's really important. So what you try to do, or what you start out doing, I think, is really hire good people. How do you hire people and motivate them? Very simple. Hire motivated people. If you are passionate, if you tell that passion with your face and with your body, and that you're not going to give up, you attract people to you. It's magnetic.
I think that's such a big idea. Hire motivated people, because the thing I learned working with everyone from Steve Jobs to other successful, passionate leaders is that they were able to take their beliefs and make them compelling to the people around them. And so recruiting talent was a lot about convincing people to be as excited about what you were doing as the customers were going to be, and bringing in your stakeholders. How do you think about developing leaders with those kinds of attributes? Is it something that people are born with, or is it something they can actually learn?
I think they can learn, but dropping back for a second, one of the things I felt, and a litmus test I have when I go in and do some consulting companies, I look at how many people want to work for the company. If no one wants to work for them, I already have seen one of the problems. Right? Yeah. And great companies filled with that passion, that have a transcendent goal, are the ones that people are drawn to.